Watchers, welcome back to Faith, Family, and Fun Reviews. If you're new here on this channel, I share with you delightful, family-friendly, and faith-based movies and television shows. Happy Wednesday, y'all! Yay, we're at the middle of the week. Oh, wow. As y'all already know, and you can tell, well, at least I hope you can tell, I am very excited and filled with joy to be spending this time with y'all. Like when I'm away from y'all, I'm thinking about you definitely. I really am. And you're in my prayers, you're in my thoughts, because I'm always watching something or analyzing some amazing story that I want to tell you all about and get into. And I just can't wait for those Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And yes, y'all, that's the schedule that we're on. I do have that in the description on the channel, just in case for many of you who may be wondering. So if you don't hear from me and it's not a Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, you know why, okay? So yes, that is our schedule. That's our posting schedule, and you'll be hearing from me or new videos. And there may be some things that pop up in between there. If it's like, this is an emergency, I have to tell you all about this. If it's something like that, yes, I would. It may not fall on a Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, but for the most part, that is the schedule that we're sticking to. I did a poll to inquire and ask you all about that, which how would you all feel about it? How many videos you all would like a week and stuff. And so the majority of you ruled for 3. So here we are, which actually does work for me. I was already kind of thinking that way as well, but I still wanted to include y'all in every decision, right? So I had to ask. So I thank you all for all of you out there who actually do participate and engage with the channel by leaving comments, liking the videos, watching the videos, waiting for them, anticipating them. What else I wanted to say? Okay, the polls, yeah, filling out the polls and stuff, because it's very helpful for me when you all do that, because I don't know unless I ask you. I can't assume. Well, I mean, I can assume, but I don't really want to assume. I'd rather ask you all and be direct and upfront if I have a question about anything, because I'm constantly trying to get to know you all and see what you're more into, what you would prefer, just to make this channel a more service to you. I want you all to have just as much fun as I be having on here. So that's why I do those things. And not to mention, I just love y'all, okay? I love talking to y'all. I love hearing from y'all. I love spending time with you all, your family, your friends, and you know, we just here. I want this to be a safe space for y'all. I want you all to be like, okay, I look forward to when we're going to spend time with beloved in Jesus. I can't wait. Yes, what are we going to talk about today? What are we going to engage with? What characters we going to be getting into their business and stuff? I want you all to be like that. So yeah, y'all know I'm just putting it out there, okay? But so that's for me. That's what's going on with me. But as for y'all, how are y'all doing today? How are y'all feeling? What are you watching? I know many of you plan on getting out to that theater this week. There's so many different types of films that are gonna be premiering in the theaters this week. So I want to know what you all are anticipating. What do you plan on watching with your family, your friends, your loved one, your youth group, your church groups, all of that kind of stuff? Drop that in the comments, because I am here for it. Or you may want to curl up at home with a blanket with the Lord. What are you going to be streaming or reading in your Bible? How is that going for you? Y'all let me know. Are you in the Old Testament and New Testament? What scriptures that really touch your heart this week? What are some of the things that God has been sharing with you this week that He has put on your heart? Let me know all of that, because it's much more about entertainment on this channel. Yes, I want to hear about your relationship with the Lord, my best friend personally. So y'all feel free to share that information, because trust me, when you all say whatever you all do say, which I hope it's always good and most certainly respectful, know that I read it. I do. I respond, I read it, and so nothing goes unnoticed with me, unless for whatever crazy reason I just didn't see it. But for the most part, and I know many of you watching, you know this, okay? You have experienced this. Anytime that you have said something, made a comment or anything, you know I always got back with you, because that is very much my heart. It's so important to me that everyone is seen, that everyone makes a difference here in this space, in this community of faith watchers here, okay? I love you all. You all are very special, and so I want you to feel that way when you are on this channel, okay? And I want you to take it with you when you leave as well. Share it, share it, share it with your family, your friends, and your whole community. But yeah, let me tell y'all this, okay? Because y'all know I talk to y'all like this. I was for a minute. You may not be able to, you couldn't tell, because I'm still, thank God, Jesus has been helping me, sticking to our Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I haven't missed anything. So I'm very excited and happy about that. But for a minute, I was thinking, I'm not sure if I think it was yesterday. Yeah, I think it was yesterday. I was thinking, is it even worth it? Why am I doing this? I mean, I know why I'm doing this, but I was feeling like, I just don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. I don't know what it is. I don't feel like it. That's how I was feeling. And as I was watching certain things, watching plenty of movies, I mean, I got so many things listed in my notes that we got to talk about eventually, okay? And as I was watching some of the stuff, I was reminded, it's like the Lord was speaking to me that I have to do this. Like, there needs to be more hope. There needs to be more faith and joy in this space. I mean, imagine, I'm literally talking to myself, and God is ushering me into this conversation as well. I'm thinking, imagine if your channel was not here. Like, that would be such a void there. I mean, people need hope. People need joy. People need to know that there are better things out there to watch that will help you draw closer to the Lord, that keep him on your mind, at the same way guard your heart and keep you in a wonderful space. I mean, this world is so filled with so much darkness out there, and so many people shine light on that. But this is a space that people know that they can come here, and we're not on that. We are shining light here. We're laughing, we're smiling, we're filled with hope. We're talking about the Lord and all of these wonderful things, and that needs to be out there, beloved. It needs to be out there. And so I was encouraged all over again. I was like, wow, you know, sometimes you have to remind yourself, or allow God to remind you, your why, the reason behind why you're doing what you're doing is not about certain things that people would think that it is about, but it's more about just for that one. If you are that one person that left here with a smile, that left here hopeful, that left here happy, then it was worth it. It was all worth it. And so I came back to that, especially with what we're going to be getting into today with this film. This film reminded me of my why here. Why did me and the Lord start this channel, and what it's truly about? And I need to keep that before me. I need to stay focused on that and not get distracted by the things that truly don't matter. And so, yeah, that's where I'm at with all of that. But y'all let me know where y'all mind was and everything, how y'all been doing. I mean, really doing. Let me know in the comment section below, because yes, it's definitely something we could talk about. I mean, y'all talk to me about my stuff. And so, yeah, I'm here for y'all and y'all stuff as well. But with all of that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started with our special feature today, which is titled Tidings for the Season. You can actually find this film streaming right now on Hallmark Plus. But first, let me tell y'all what this film is about. A serious TV newscaster's life changes when he meets his young superfan and the boy's hardworking single mom. As he embraces positive holiday stories, romance blooms, but a career opportunity forces him to choose between ambition and love. Now, big watchers out there, I went into this film totally blind. I did not read the synopsis. I did not watch any trailers. I did not hear about it from any other sources. I simply saw Tamera. Y'all know I love Tamera, okay? When she's playing in these family films and all of that. Simply saw her and I was like, okay, I know I'm not going to be disappointed. So let's get into it. Every now and then I like to just jump into it. You know how you jump into a pool? Just let yourself go. And there's a little bit of a thrill, a little bit of excitement there because you don't know exactly what to expect. So every now and then, I do treat myself to a little bit of that. And let me see if I'm going to be surprised here. And I was graciously surprised here because my expectations, I have to say, I knew I was gonna like it, but my expectations was not high at all, even though I knew I was gonna like it. And so this film totally exceeded my expectations. I had an amazing time. I did not know I was going to have the time that I had. So I left watching this film like filled with so much comfort, so much peace, and overall just that hope. My hope was totally rekindled. And y'all remember what I said earlier in this video, how I was feeling. So this film played a part, and God used this film to rekindle my hope in a lot of ways, because I was reminded of what I'm here for, what this truly is about. And our world is missing so much hope. I mean, you will be surprised at how people are seeking, like searching, almost in a sense blindly, feeling their way through darkness, trying to find something that would put a smile on their faces, that will help them forget about all of these different things that are going on in the world. There's so many of us, and that's why these films right now are totally popping. Not that it hasn't been like this, especially when this type of season come around, but I feel like the numbers are even higher now because of so much stuff going on in the world, that many of us out here, we're looking for that feel-good moment. We're looking for some hope. We're looking for those joyful stories that will leave us smiling from ear to ear. Even the cheesy films, many of us are wanting those. We want something to take us away for an hour or two. And this film definitely does have that here. I'm going to usually I start out with the girls because, yeah, girls rule. We rule, right? Usually I start with the girls, but I'm going to start with the guys, Robbie here. Here we meet Robbie. And I believe the film kind of opens up with showing us him more so than the mother. And Robbie is so adorable. This actor, I feel like we are going to be seeing a lot more of him. He has everything that you would think a child actor should have. He steals our hearts right away. He's adorable. He's smiling from ear to ear practically throughout the entire film. He is one of those kids that is always excited about something, always overly happy, overly bubbly, loves everyone, it sees the good in everything. This is that type of kid. This is the kid that I feel like every parent to be, or every auntie, uncle would feel like, oh, if I could choose, if I could just model the type of son I would have, Robbie would be the son. I love him. He's so adorable and just so sweet and precious, what you imagine children to be. I mean, in the world we're living in now with so much technology, and when you look around, I'm just saying, y'all, I have been out and about sometimes and have seen the ways kids like 5 and under have spoken to adults, the adults in their worlds, whether it was their grandma or their mommy, the sassiness and all of that. I mean, the personalities are very, very, I'm going to say extravagant. And y'all can take that with whatever way y'all want to run with that, because I try to stay away from not so good words here. But yeah, a bit extravagant. So to see this precious little boy, it reminded me of like when I grew up, how kids were a little bit more like this little boy here. Like this seemed a bit more of the norm. Kids get excited about their dreams. They get excited about being with their parents and the different adults in their lives. I mean, there wasn't much technology and different things around like that. So you had more time to imagine and go out and play and embrace friendships and other children and all of these types of things that we're so missing now, that you don't see as much. So Robbie brought all of that back for me throughout this entire film, and he already knows exactly what he wants to do for the rest of his life. Okay, he wants to be a newscaster or anchor, all right? That's what he wants to do, and he already got his vision ahead of him. He lets his mom know with such boldness and such respect that he lets his mom know that this is what I want to do. He has his mom in the store shopping for little suits for his little cuteness. So he knows it. And I just feel like, wow, what would it be like if more of us knew exactly what we were supposed to do when we were children? I mean, as young as he is, to know what you want to do and know what God purposes for you for the rest of your life, so you can start working on that as young as possible so you can have more time with it instead of, many of us will have love of that, right? And so that I'm very impressed by that. And not only that he's dreaming, because I have dreamed a lot when I was a kid, but the thing that I was missing, and I didn't know that I was missing that as a kid, is you just can't dream. You actually have to go for it. How did I get lost in my little world? I don't know. But watching Robbie here, I see that he got that right away. He knows the dream, but he's actually going for it. He goes on this field trip with his classmates and his teacher, who just adores him and so precious and stuff. And they go to this like news station and get hands-on experience. And Robbie connects right away with Adam Cade. And Adam Cade, you can say right off the bat, he's not into the whole holiday theme. He's not like someone you probably would be thinking like, oh, there's a kid. Come here, kid. Let me take you under my wing now. That is not Adam Cade. Adam Cade is like, okay, I'll leave you to your parents. You stay far away over there, and I'm over here, and I'm going to do what I need to do. But Robbie totally looks up to him, and I don't think Adam Cade knew like how much influence he had being in this position that he's in, a news anchor, to know that someone, his youngest fan ever, truly does admire him, adores him, looks up to him in such a special way that Adam Cade is blown away by. And they go on this, and he does offer, which I thought that was very sweet, Adam, all right? I see your heart is opening, it's warming up, all right? I'm so proud of you. I am, okay? And so Adam Cade does offer little Robbie a week, like, of hands-on experience that he gets to come, forgive me, y'all. He gets to come to the news station after school for a week to spend time with, you know, someone he looks up to, who knows the business and who can help him and mold him into all the different things that he wants to do anyway. And this week goes by extremely fast for Adam and Robbie. There's a connection already. There was a connection from Robbie's end, a little precious little boy here. But he somehow breaks through the ice, the barriers of Adam Cade's heart. And there's a deeper connection, and Adam Cade starts to even question what he's doing, like question his purpose, question his job in its entirety. Start to think maybe he's been missing something all of this time. Maybe there's something more to just simply being a news anchor. What if there's a bigger picture here? What if God has a bigger plan for him that he's somehow missing? And Robbie is the one that helps kind of throw those little hints out there, because Robbie wants to report on the goodness of the world. He wants to report on kindness, joy, happiness, things that we all are seeking, that we all are longing for, and not many of us have the courage to actually find it and hold on to it and talk about it and promote it, because we know the world today kind of is drawn more to the darkness. They're drawn more to the chaos, the ratchetness. That's what gets views. That's what gets deals and sponsorships and the bag and all of these types of things. And so the world is kind of moved more in that direction. But Robbie here is wanting more of the goodness. That's what he wants to report on. He doesn't care about popularity or what moves the world in a sense, but he simply wants to put kindness and hope out there. And that encouraged me, because it reminded me, yes, that's what I wanted. That's what originally, why I started the channel with the Lord's help, because I wanted to be that light. I wanted to shine more light on light and kind of vanquish the darkness. And even though you don't see as much you don't see personally with your natural eyes, at least I haven't seen in these 2 years with this particular channel, like you seeing like, okay, like there's more people who are on the same page, who's actually right there with you, and all of these types of things. I haven't seen that as of yet, but that doesn't mean that it's not there. That doesn't mean that maybe it won't happen. But I want to be like Robbie here in this film. I want to report the goodness, the kindness, the gentleness, all the fruit of the Holy Spirit. I want to be that light, that pure, wholesome light for people. And so I was all encouraged and inspired all over again. Like I said, this is where my hope was rekindled watching this film. And I wasn't the only one just encouraged and changed. Adam Kate was as well, because soon he took a liking and soon he started to implement some of the things that Robbie and his mother, his sweet, adorable mom, played by Tamera here, soon as he started to take to that, things changed for him. Doors opened for him, unimaginable doors that he had no idea. He had no idea that there was an audience out there for the goodness, that there were people out there who were wanting to hear more about hope, who wanted to hear more about joy, and wanted to hear more about the goodness in the world. There is an audience out there. And that's one of the things I want to remind you all who are watching out there. If there's something you've been like weighing in on and wondering, should I do this or should I do that? But most people are over here. What if there's no audience out there for you? And all of this type of thing. I'm going to encourage you to be the light in the dark place, to be whoever God created you to be. He put that desire in your heart. Don't hesitate to go for it. Don't worry about numbers, money, or opportunities. Just be whoever God created you to be. And be it with boldness, with courage, knowing that it's going to reach whoever it's supposed to reach. And so, yeah, once again, this film is titled Tidings for the Season. It is wonderful. Such a blessing. It's so going to bless your heart. You're going to leave smiling. You're going to leave laughing. The chemistry between, I have to put that in there because I am a hopeful romantic. Y'all know this, okay? The chemistry between Lucy and Adam Kate was amazing. It was refreshing. It was so pure. It was wholesome. They took their time, but this was such a slow romance that was blooming. So you were literally right there on the edge of your seats and wondering, okay, is this it? Is this the moment? Is it now? There's so many of those types of moments, and I love Adam Kate. He was he was amazing with Robbie, the kid. I mean, you know you're in the dough when you're in the dough with the kid, right? But also the patience that he had with Lucy was actually amazing. I wish that every guy was like this. Someone who took his time, who treated her like a princess, acknowledged her, was totally honest, totally filled with faith-filled here. And like I said, y'all can find this film streaming right now, Hallmark Plus. It's so many different, and that's one of the things I want to point out. What I love that Hallmark has been doing lately, yes, we get the cheesy, sometimes cheesy, the good cheesy. We get the sprinkle of romance. We get the hope, we get the joy, we're getting the holiday flair. But on top of that, we're getting a lot of real life lessons here. Lessons that many of us can relate to, like the world, what the world is missing here. And we could use more hope. And I love that Hallmark is shining light on real life things that real people going through. So thank you so much for this, Hallmark. You are paying attention, you're listening, and we're loving this, okay? But before I leave y'all for today, we're gonna go ahead and get into the scripture, and we're coming out of, let's see, 1 John chapter 4, verse 18. And it reads, "There's no fear in love, but perfect love casts out fear, because fear involves torment. But he who fears has not been made perfect in love." That's all I have for y'all for this video. Thank y'all so much for watching, for hanging out with me. I hope you all had an amazing time. I hope you're smiling. I hope you're laughing. And I hope this video is like a sweet, gentle hug to you, reminding you that Jesus loves you. So until next time, may the Lord bless and keep you both now and forevermore.